We defeated Neriskrillus, and now we defeated Rymrgand. I knew we could defeat the dragon, but Rymrgand himself? In his own realm? Well, the bastard didn't give me much of a choice, now did he? He did the exact thing that I was afraid he would do. That he would betray me while I was in his own realm. I would fight to my last breath to remain out of his evil realm of soul death. I don't know if he was testing me or not. He did say something about me learning at the end. How cryptic. But in all honesty, the only soul death I want to see is his. Though now that we have defeated him, it gives me much hope to see Aethys being defeated, if need be. I must hear what Aethys plans to do first. If he plans to destroy the gods, then I might just help him. My contempt for them is that much, even though I know there are some decent ones. As a whole, I do more harm than good. I am quite happy, though. I know Rymrgand is not dead or gone for good. In fact, for him it was just a game. But we did defeat him. Unfortunately, it was a game in which we lost a member of our party, Ydwin. Sorry, Ydwin. There wasn't much that I can do at that point. Your death. No, you will be remembered. It wasn't a needless sacrifice. If I really am to deal with Aethys, then perhaps her death will really mean something to the future of Kith and Iora. Just when I was getting to like her scientific, inquiring mind, I liked what she had to say and will miss her abrasive-like personality. She meant well, and she was intelligent. I guess we will never know what would have happened to her with her being separated from her own soul like that. I will look for your soul here in Iora, or in the in-between, and should I ever encounter it, I will give it the news of what happened, and tell it that it was a worthy end to her life. This, if the soul doesn't already know. As we return to our corporeal form, I feel a strong pulse of essence from the Eye of Rymrgand. The blue jewel seems to pull on the Vitmouth, dragging forth essence from that craw of entropy. The energy swirls around me, then condenses, solidifying into the gear I found in the Beyond. Though composed of frigid entropic essence given form, this equipment seems as solid as any other arms or armor. At least so long as I keep the Eye of Rymrgand near at hand.
It just appeared. Incredible. The relic summoned it and maintains its form.
Well, I'm injured. Vatner's a little injured, and I don't ever plan to go back into the Vitmouth. I'm sorry, Ydwin. Okay, she just didn't survive the fight. But it is amazing that we lived to defeat Rymrgand. Yes, I just refused that. In fact, I had no hope for it. Everything felt like it died within me. That we were done. But it's not to be so. Let's go return to Harbinger's Watch. There's no point in staying around here. I'd like to leave the island as soon as possible, actually. Ydwin, there's nothing I can do about that. The burned book grows warm in my pack. Oh, Magran.
Dusk Speaker!
Not Magran.
The entire iceberg, it shook as if you had stabbed it. What did you do?
It's, what is her name? Not Magran. She was, yeah, the one that, was behind Theos. I forget her name at the moment. I entered the void to commune with the beast of winter.
Well, it's incredible. Almost unbelievable. And the Rymrgand's messenger? What became of the dragon?
I killed her. Again, she's very, very dead.
The messenger is dead? But what of the Vitmouth?
The portal closed. Your iceberg's not going to grow anymore. In time, it will probably melt. A dozen hooded heads droop in defeat. I can almost hear my own heartbeat in the silence.
Then it's truly over. There's no reason for us to stay here, is there? What are we to do now? Halfjorn has guided you in my absence. I would ask that he continue to do so, that I might continue my journeys with the Dusk Speaker and spread the truth of Rymrgand.
I think he just wants to get away from the island. What?
I'm to come with you. I'd like to come with you. If you'd have me.
Okay.
Please, have me.
Fine, you can come along. The godlike's lipless mouth twists into the semblance of a smile. He turns back to his community.
I go forth to spread word of these miracles. Keep this place safe in my absence.
I would have told him to leave the island and cast off Rymrgand as your ridiculous god. Nodding excitingly, Halfjorn looks to the others around him.
You've not yet led us astray, Brother Vatnir. We'd be fools to doubt you now.
These people really are fools.
Truly, this is a blessed day. All hail the Beast of Winter. All hail the Dusk Speaker.
Perhaps I should commune with the book, as it so seems to want to communicate with me. Open the book. I notice my brother's frozen corner of the beyond is quieter than usual. The doors of the Vitmouth have slammed shut. Woedica. That's right. You made it out of the white void intact. Has anything you witnessed on the other side informed your opinion of the mortal world, Watcher? Lots. I learned the extent of Anguithan treachery from King Wengaro o Waturi I. So you have. Is it any wonder that the Huana don't pay us the same homage as the Glanfathans? Their ancestral memory is thick with resentment. Anything else? I saw how gods and mortals can cooperate through Wide One's eyes. Actually, that was very enlightening. If you can call that cooperation, as long as you realize that mortals are tools to serve our ends, I will not call your lesson wasted. Anything else? Naxiva Ix Current showed me how time erodes one's purpose. That is only true to a point. We built the wheel to strengthen mortal essence, and every passage through the cycle enriches the life that comes after. Rymrgand takes a different approach. The White Void is his celebration of decay. Prisoners like Naxiva have experienced more uninterrupted memory than a single lifetime is built to contain. It's no surprise that she would fray at the seams. Anything else? Suppose I'm just happy to be warm again. Of that I have little doubt. Remember what you've learned. It might not save your life, but mortals could do worse than enjoy a broadened perspective. I did not expect a Wahaki to bend the knee to a Kahanga ruler. Perhaps changes are coming to the archipelago faster than I anticipated. This is a pleasing shift of fortunes. Submission to rightful authority is the only natural conclusion when the alternative is war and death. I hope that is a lesson mortals remember. I already know the storms wreathing Pococahara have gone still. They have. Oh, yes, that's right. We felt the change ripple through the beyond. Yes, of course I'm aware of that. With the essence restored, the region has a chance to heal and eventually thrive. Time will tell if that is what the Deadfire actually needs. My instincts were correct, and you are not content to let matters sit undisturbed. Good. I will continue observing your progress.
If you desire answers, look no further. I have several.
Tell me about this enlightened society you once wanted. You're curious to know more. Excellent. You have but to ask. Wow, a god that's willing to engage with any question I have. Well, how would you have even recognized that ideal society? A valid, self-defeating question, and one which I posed often. We assumed that they, whoever they were, would reveal themselves to us. Rational government would rule in our stead, leaving churches vacant. Thanks to Aethys, we're pulling the dough from the oven before it's had a chance to fully rise. You unfortunate bastards never had the chance to prove me wrong. Why do the other gods tolerate your opposition? Opposition can take many forms. If a church embraces and weaponizes my doctrine, that is very different from me rampaging as a titan.
Aethys is not known for subtlety. Twice now, he has contaminated the purity of our experiment, and done so with extravagant displays that undermine our authority.
Perhaps Aethys is doing what I would do in his place, if I knew everything and had his power, knew everything that he knows. He's trying to undo the gods, it seems. I am the counterpoint to the soft-hearted. It makes no difference if mortals pass some arbitrary test. My mind is settled on the matter. Regardless of my feelings, the timing of this crisis forces us to accelerate our schedule. Final judgment comes sooner than any of us would prefer. Doesn't this social engineering plan seem counterintuitive? You mean gods crafting a godless world? Naturally. Wait, is that the end that you're working towards? The ideal society? Then what? Okay, well, it's a little confusing. I have no problem with a godless world, at least from you gods. My siblings desire to influence mortals and steer them in a proper direction, even if that direction led to places we could not follow. I have no intention of being left behind. Society would unravel without its queen to impose strict order. What happens if someone proves you wrong? If our pantheon found that mortals had cultivated a perfect, lawful system to maturity, I would not voice a word in protest. I would merely stand aside and wait the inevitable collapse. Ah. How optimistic of you. Mortals need us. I know this as well as I know myself. Even a lawful and responsible society would be poised to collapse as long as its architects and strongest adherents were mortal.
Any satisfaction that my siblings derived from their little experiment would be short-lived. And it would fall to me to clean up after their mess.
Make no mistake, Watcher. In this, I cannot be proven wrong. No, that's just your belief. You are not infallible. You're not all-knowing. Back to my other questions. You've learned much already. Only ask if you're ready for the truth. Has your opinion of mortals changed at all? Nothing you've done has tarnished it utterly beyond repair. You may congratulate yourself on that much, at least. I want to talk about the wheel and your rise to godhood. I can only divulge so much to mortals. Our oldest rules and limitations demand it. But I will entertain your curiosity. How did the Engwithans become gods? At the height of our power, we recognized the potential of the soul. We knew that it could be bound, split apart, diverted like a river, and hammered together. Hammering was trivial. Those of us who agreed with the Apotheosis project, and many who did not, submitted to a violent and horrible erasure of our individuality. After the dust settled, we adopted the forms of beings from Eora's most prevalent myths. There were other faiths and legends, but we labored to strike their names from history. Yes, I know that. Through Theos. How exactly does the wheel function? Much of reincarnation's mechanisms exist in the idea space of the beyond. You wouldn't find a wall of cogs and levers unless we conjured one to illustrate a point. The wheel has but one material component in all of Eora, something we built to channel essence through luminous Adra and into the beyond with reliable continuity. Before we intervened, the flow of essence was directionless, unpredictable. We succeeded in widening the gap, diverting it, giving it an efficient path to follow. Okay. Reincarnation existed before you, so why not just leave it alone? Before we took control of the wheel, reincarnation was error-prone, lacking forward momentum. Hollowborn were fairly common, and hardly the worst of the soul maladies. Control gave us the power to strengthen the souls of intelligent kith over generations. We made you wiser, stronger, more likely to develop the society we thought you deserved. Every turning of the cycle demonstrated the righteousness of my belief. Nature begets chaos, and discipline begets perfection. Alright, I think I've heard enough. I'll close the book. We'll speak again, Woedica.
Woedica nods stiffly. You feel her presence drift as a breeze, rustling as it goes.
That was enlightening.
Sure.
We need to rest. I'm very, very tired after those 2 battles without any rest. Fighting the dragon and Rymrgand. Dragon whose name I find it difficult to pronounce. Alright. Hello?
Impressive. Your struggle against the beast. Don't take it bad. The resurrection. All things end, yeah?
Yeah. I'd like to rent a room.
The accommodations are most modest, but as comfortable as a kith could hope.
How about a fireside bed? Okay, let's see what we can sell. All the items we've picked up. Well, we've had our nice little rest. I feel much, much better. Hello?
Hello again, Dusk Speaker. See anything that interests?
Oh, sorry. It's a little bit of a pretty blue-skinned elf. But, no. We brought back some of that liquid. So we can make the perfect alcohol. This one here, I think that's in.
You return! Is it too much to hope that you do so bearing fluid from a rhyme construct?
Here you are.
Fantastic! I can mix it into the first batch immediately.
Okay, here you go.
Fackelautur! Excuse me, I must add this immediately.
Okay.
Here,
I hope that doesn't
drink
kill anybody.
deeply. To the beast of winter.
This is, it's, certainly something. Spicy, yet sweet. Oh, it's, the colors. Sweet oblivion, Ivar dear. I think you've got something here. Is it... I feel a bit as if I'm in a long ship on a mad sea. God!
Maybe I should have warned him.
Not entirely unexpected. Still, he seemed to enjoy it. For a time.
Maybe you should use, like, practically so small of an amount. But whatever, that's... You guys are idiots. Seeking to join Rymrgand's soul dissolution, as Yidwin would say. Hello? Tonight the Ekavit shall flow like blood, pink and warm. Oh, yummy. I'm not sure, was there anything else here? I think that's it. We actually are... I'm running out of things to do here. Quarro. I've already done that. That's a bounty I've taken. Valian Trading Company. I'm waiting to hear for the Animasters to finish their recalibration of their machinery. Sorcerer and a Gentleman. Seraphim wants me to track him down. Oh, I forgot about that. Head to Sayuka and search for any signs of Romarl. That's right, I keep forgetting about that. So we've got to map the Razai Passage. Since his map is nearly complete, he has one final task for me, which is to survey the islands to the west of Razai Passage. From Nekataka, I must sail northwest. The higher-ups. Harbinger Brith has asked me to take care of a problem facing the Rymrgand worshippers of Harbinger's Watch. The cultists arrived at the dead flow before them. These pilgrims have set up camp above the Watch and attack anything they see. Oh, speak with Brythe at Harbinger's dwelling. I shall let Brythe know that the pilgrims are no longer a threat. She's likely in the ice fishing grotto in Harbinger's Watch. Okay, I knew that there was something else here. It wasn't, it was a minor thing. So, where is the grotto? Great, I wrote it down in my thing, but I don't know... What is her name? Brythe, Harbinger's dwelling. Okay, that's down here. Have you been satisfied with all the killings I've been making, Modwyr? Modwyn?
You know what?
Modwyr.
I'm impressed. That was... whew, wow!
I've never experienced anything like that before.
Modwyr not only warms in my hands, but begins to glow faintly.
Oh, sounds like you two got something real special there. Almost makes a man wish for a sword of his own.
Oh, you sound a little jealous there.
Did no one ever teach you not to eavesdrop? Keep your ears to yourself, creep. You've been good to me. Better than I thought you'd be. I may not always show it, but I appreciate it. I guess.
Modwyr grows curiously light, almost as if it weighs nothing at all. You know, your accent reminds me of Rydie's Saris, so... I wonder if that's what she was in her life. Sounds a little bit like Shodi's accent, just lighter.
My owner... Things weren't perfect between us. Sometimes she'd cry after using me, or scabbard me and ignore me for days. It was complicated.
Unfortunately, I can't live such a charmed life. I have to kill. It's part of my job, I suppose, to be what I am.
You won't tell her about us, will you? Not that I like you or anything. I just don't want her to get the wrong idea. She's very sensitive.
I can sense Modwyr trying to be stern, but its seriousness is belied by the slight waver in its voice. You know what? It wouldn't be so bad if you did say that you liked me. I mean, what do you have against me? Here I thought I was ham-handed half-wit. What changed?
Listen, I'm willing to be the bigger person here and say that maybe I was wrong. Maybe you're not quite the incompetent fool I thought you were.
The gleaming steel of Modwyr's blade exudes the distinctive smell of sword polish.
But don't go telling everyone I said that. I have a reputation to maintain.
Yes, because you have such a large collection of friends that you speak to on a regular basis. Oh, I seem to be the only one you talk to. Are you ready to tell me where you think she's gone?
She dumped me, okay? She said she couldn't do this anymore and tossed me in a pile of garbage. Do you feel better now that I've humiliated myself for you? Is that what you wanted to hear?
No. That's terrible. I'm sorry.
I don't want your fucking pity.
Well, you fucking got it. Modwyr stills, suddenly so heavy you can barely heft it.
I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Its voice becomes small, subdued, as if it's lost the will to speak.
Just point me at the map and I'll mark the last place I heard she was going. Some city called Dunnage.
Well, that's pretty easy. In fact, I know where all the cities are. Wait, why would she tell you where she's going but not bring you along? Tip of the blade briefly flashes bright red. Alright, clearly there's more to this than you're letting on. Tell me what happened. Maybe I can help.
She dumped me, okay? She said she couldn't do this anymore and tossed me in a pile of garbage.
So you've already said.
Do you feel better now that I've humiliated myself for you?
Well, we've already gone over this, so sorry.
I don't want your...
Well,
I
you
don't
got
want to
it.
talk about this. Let's go.
Alright, we'll go. Okay, so we're gonna have to go to Dunnage.
Right.
But first, let's go into this Harbinger's dwelling. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.